Yo, what up guys, it's Decker Red here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Power Rangers Shattered Grid. Now recently I've just finished reading the Power Rangers comic books, and I have to say, I like it. This is a very, very good series with great writing, an engaging storyline, and well done character developments. All the things you look for in a good story. You can see this right from the beginning. The story starts off right after the Green with Evil saga, where Tommy is still being tempted by Rita and has to gain the trust of his fellow Rangers, specifically Jason and Zack. Now, it's great seeing the tension between these three as we see how Jason and Zack are not quite ready to trust Tommy after recent events. And this even causes a few fights. On top of that, they introduced this new character named Lord Drakon, who's basically an evil version of Tommy, where in his world he chose to stay evil after the Sword of Darkness was destroyed. As well as that, we see the other Rangers, as well as a few other characters from the show acting as a rebellion, and we see that he got his iconic suit by killing Jason and stealing the White Ranger powers from him. Wow. Okay, this is hands down my favorite part of the entire book. If this keeps going and they bring in Rocky, I hope we see this again. I want to see Rocky and Tommy fighting for the leadership position of the team. Anyway, like I said, overall this is a very good book. However, I have a few tiny problems with this book. Actually, some big problems that appear at the very end of this story. Now, if you've watched my last video where I talk about the short story of Zordon's first Power Rangers, and if you haven't seen it, you should go see it right now, you'll know that I talk about how this story is set in the 60s and it likes to pretend that racism and homophobia and all these other problems didn't exist back then. But I won't be talking about that. I'm going to be focusing on all these other problems. First of all, Jason. Now this isn't just in the last book, but this is across the entire series. Jason acts way too serious. He acts like he's a military leader. If this were Lightspeed, Time Force, SPD, and RPM, then that would be perfectly fine since those are military organizations. But Mighty Morphin isn't. It's clear that they were trying way too hard to make Jason more serious than he already is. And then there's this scene right here where he's practicing his karate in the youth center at 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning, and he went all the way to the youth center just to throw some punches and kicks. Why couldn't he just do this at home? And we even see that the guy is 15 years old, so legally he's too young to drive. And judging by his stiff, authoritarian personality, I'm pretty sure he didn't sneak out of his house and steal his parents' car. Obviously, someone had to drive him there. Second starts at the beginning of the Shattered Grid final issue, when we see the Time Force Rangers traveling back in time. Now, the problem isn't that the Time Force Rangers are there, or that they're traveling back in time. Nothing's wrong with that. But tell me, why is Wes in the future? In case you guys forgot, Wes stayed in the past to lead the Silver Guardians with Eric. 3. Drakon tells Ninja to fix his power coin, and he does it just like that. Why? Ninja isn't suspicious of this guy at all. He doesn't even look for any evidence and just believes anything this guy says. How does Ninja not even think that power coin is stolen? Drakon doesn't even try to convince Ninja to fix his power coin or prove that he's telling the truth. He just says, "Hey Ninja, I'm from the future. Can you fix my power coin?" Okay, that's it. Like, what the hell? What the fuck is that? And also, this is just senseless because he actually says, "In the future, you're instrumental in giving me my powers." But he's traveling back in time to fix a power coin that he's already going to get in the future. And at the end, during a very emotional moment, Tommy and Kimberly go on their very first date, which, unfortunately for Tommy, doesn't end in a kiss. As they both walk home thinking about each other, Drakon appears out of nowhere and stabs Tommy in the back. Kimberly, realizing the man she loves might die, jumps in to fight Drakon. And then, out of nowhere, Jen from Time Force just appeared out of nowhere and shot him away. That should have been Kimberly's fight. That was a big moment for Kimberly. It was a big issue that Kimberly had to deal with because it was Kimberly's character development. That fan service completely ruined her moment and the whole story. You can't just throw in random fan favorite characters at crucial moments like that. If you're going to have fan service, do it right. Don't put it in when we're supposed to be focusing on one of the main characters. Now, I know a lot of you idiots are gonna say that, "Oh, Jen's firepower saved Kimberly and Lord Drakon was going to kill her." No, he wasn't. In case you forgot, he became weak from morphing. Also, there was literally nothing in that book that showed that Kimberly couldn't beat him. If you think I'm lying, then prove me wrong right now. Show me right here where it says Kimberly can't fight Drakon. And that's about it. I think I'll end this right here. I'll see you guys later.